What's up, YouTube, man? Welcome back, man, to another video, man. If you're new to the channel, man, my name is JR, and I did 10 years in the Georgia Department of Correction, man. And I share prison stories, man. I let you know things I seen, things I went through, just everything that was going on behind the walls, man. Mind you, some of these stories might get crazy, might get violent, they might get sad, and they might be funny, man. But this is the things that go on a day-to-day basis while I did my 10 years. Now, this story today, man, is about a dude, man. He was on a rampage in the dorm, man. He was on a real rampage in the dorm. He had the sticky fingers, bro. And you know what could happen to you when you have the sticky fingers in the joint, bro. But yeah, man, let me give you all the backstory on this. So they ran inspection this morning, man. They ran inspection. Everything went smooth, man. Everything went smooth. They ain't mess with nobody. They ain't lock nobody up. Because, hey, man, when it's inspection time, bro, folks be trying to have everything together, bro. Because sometimes they come around on the BS, bro. They might come around on the straight BS, man. They might just lock you up for the simplest of things, bro. The simplest of things. Your blanket might not be folded right on your bed or whatever. It depends on the mood that the warden is in or whatever administration is running inspection, bro. Sometimes be smooth sail, sometimes be rocky, man. You be like, man, what's going on? So when they left, man, they left out the dorm, went next door. As soon as they left, you know, everybody pretty much like settled down. People walking back in their room. All I heard was attention, man. Attention in the dorm, man. I don't know what's going on, man. But somebody came in my room and stole 7 tunas yesterday, man. It was like, somebody came in your room and stole 7 tunas yesterday. I'm looking down. Now he got everybody attention, man. This white Ghostface dude, man. He got everybody attention. And he like, man, I don't know what's going on, man. But it ain't going down like that, man. I ain't sweet, man. Y'all pull up on me and try to take it the right way. Don't steal it. Y'all don't steal it. So everybody like, man, what? Instantly, bro, you heard Detroit off top. Detroit like, who? Who stole something out your room? Man, ain't no stealing going on in this dorm, bro. Ain't no stealing going on in this dorm, bro. We just had a meeting about this. Mind you, bro, they just had a meeting. We just had a meeting about this, bro. Because it was folks in the dorm that was having a lot of motion, bro. It was a lot of stuff going on. It was a lot of money to be made in the dorm. So people ain't want nobody to do nothing stupid in the dorm, bro. To make the police run down on us and people get knocked off with their stuff. We had a meeting, bro. It was like 2 GDs, 2 Bloods, 2 Crips, bro, Muslims, Hispanics, bro. And they elected me from the civilians, bro. It probably was like 8, 9 civilians in there. They elected me. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good, bro. I'm good. This is exactly why I stayed a civilian, bro. I don't want to be in no meeting and all that type of stuff. But they like, yeah, bro, we need somebody to represent the civilians because, you know, y'all gotta be in it too. Y'all in the dorm. So I was like, damn, man. I was like, all right, man, all the civilians, they elected me. I was like, all right, man, I went. And all this stuff was spoke about in the meeting, bro. No robbery, no stealing, no little BS. If you got a problem, you know what I'm saying? Go shoot a one. Go shoot a one, bro. Go in the room and hit. Put the tools down for a little bit. They talking about the people who be wigging out. They telling dudes to get their dudes under control. We don't want nobody wigging out. We don't want nobody causing no type of attention in the dorm, bro. No type of attention, bro. So after he said that, man, everybody was like, man, ain't no way somebody done broke the rule already. Somebody done broke the rule already, man. It's pretty much been the same people in this dorm, bro. The dorm been steady. Ain't nobody been leaving, and ain't nobody really been coming in like that, bro. Ain't nobody really been coming in like that. The only dude that came in, bro, it was a dude, since we had the meeting that 1 week, it was a dude named Jay, man. It was a dude named Jay. He was actually a civilian, man. And I had sat down and chop it up with him, man. He was pretty cool. He was a little older cat. He was in his late 30s, bro. But he had just came to the joint. He fresh. He fresh and Smith, bro. He fresh from the county. He fresh from the county, man. He came in. You know, I was a store man in there. I'm doing my thing. He pull up on me. He trying to get some stuff to the store there. He's like, man, he introduced himself, let me know what's going on. And he's like, yeah, man, how is it here, man? He asked me how it is. I was like, bro, it's cool, bro. He's like, man, I've been hearing about this since I've been hearing about Smith, bro. I was praying I ain't come here. I said, damn, well, your prize ain't work. But I was like, bro, it's smooth though, bro. It's all right. He telling me he a civilian and all that. I was like, yeah, bro, I already know. I kind of figured it out, whatever. So he was like, yeah, man, how it is for a civilian. I was like, bro, it's smooth, bro. It's a cool dorm, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing too much going on. So he's like, yeah, he got some stuff for me, man. He was like, store that he got me. He showed me all his receipt on his tablet, man, on his JPay account. I was like, bro, you good, bro? You good? He was like, yeah, man. He was like, what they talking about? Somebody stole something this morning, whatever. I'm like, man, listen, man. Hey, If somebody done broke the rule. I said, one thing about it, bro, they gonna keep stealing and they gonna end up getting caught. I done seen it time and time again, bro. I done seen it time and time again. And I'll be damned, bro. That man got his store, he came, he got his store, he came and paid me, whatever. I say about 2 weeks after that, man, he called me downstairs. That gave him a detail in the kitchen. He started working in the kitchen, y'all. He had the infamous Smith State Prison kitchen. He started working in there. So, you know, he was working like the breakfast shift. So, you know, he'd bring sandwich back or whatever. He told me, like, yeah, bro, if you want a sandwich, you get one or whatever. I'm like, hey, man, I'm cool. I ain't too much on the kitchen food like that. I will eat it, though. And I did eat it at times, bro. It was times that I ain't had nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? That I had to go to that chow hall and eat it, bro. It wasn't good, but I ate it. So he tell me one day, he called me down there. He's like, man, somebody done stole some stuff out of his box. I was like, what? Somebody stole some stuff out your box? I was like, ain't no way, bro. He's like, yeah, man, somebody done hit me for like $15. So I'm like, what the heck? So I'm like, bro, you check your roommate? He was like, yeah, I asked somebody. He said he don't know. He said he was at the poker table the whole time. I was like, mind you, his roommate was this fat dude, man. They call him Fat Boy, man. Muslim dude, real fat. All he do is play poker, bro. He from the country, deep in the country somewhere, bro. These folks that literally sit at the poker table, bro. Soon as inspection clear, bro, all the way till lockdown, bro. All day, they'll do that, bro. They'll miss chow. They'll do that. They'll be whipping their Bombays at the table. They'll be making their food at the table. They got to get this poker game in. So I was like, look, bro, all right, I'm going to holler at some folks about it or whatever. He like, nah, bro. No, I don't want it to cause no issue. I don't want it to cause no problem in the dorm. I said, look, bro, somebody came in your room and steal your stuff, bro. We got something going on in this dorm, bro. It's a no stealing policy, bro. You feel me? So the same people that was in this meeting, I'm finna go holler at them, bro, because you a civilian. I don't want nobody to just be free picking you like that. Mind you, I'm not going out there for you. But we got a policy in the dorm, bro. And folks was already the dorm was on high alert, bro. Dorm was already on high alert, bro. Somebody had hit the white boy already. So it was already like that. Tension about that. Somebody stealing. And now somebody done hit you for about $15. I like, man, let me go holler at some folks or whatever. He like, nah, man. He told me, he's like, nah, bro, I don't want it to be no problem. I don't want to create nothing. So I was like, all right, cool, bro. Whatever you say. If you say so, I'll leave it alone. Boom. Bro, I say another week go by, bro. This man come back to me again. Somebody done hit him again. I was like, bro, ain't no way somebody done hit you up again. He's like, yeah, bro. I was like, you won't be locking your box? He like, yeah, he lock his box. With the lock, you know, they give these combination lock, bro. He lock. He's like, somebody be picking the lock. And you do got guys in there like that. That's real fire, bro. They'll pick the lock. They ain't got to knock it off. They ain't got to beat it off with no boot or nothing like that, bro. They could really pick it. You got some real skillful dudes in there. So I'm like, damn, bro, that's messed up, bro. I'm like, but you telling me not to say nothing to nobody. If I had done made an alert about it, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to make no dorm announcement or nothing like that, but I was just going to pull up on some well-respectable people in the dorm and let them know what's going on. Because, you know, bro just got in the dorm. He ain't been in the dorm a month. And see, they don't hit him a second time. But he said it again. He's like, man, don't say nothing to nobody, man. Just leave it alone, bro. I just wanted to say it to you because I feel like I can talk to you about it. I was like, yeah, bro, it's cool, bro. But guess what? It's going to keep happening, bro. If you don't end up doing something about it, bro, having an investigation on it, bro, it's going to keep happening, bro. People just going to keep trying you. They see you come in here. They see you by yourself. You ain't really got no friends. You ain't affiliated with nothing. And you just a cool, laid-back dude. He don't even be talking like that, man. Jay might just sit at the TV, bro. If he in that detail, he just be like that. He just be sitting there, bro. That man had a life sentence, bro. All he talked about, bro, was getting back home to his kids, bro. Fighting this case. That's all he was on, bro. That's all he was on. Sometimes you might see him. He might be sitting down there by his room because his room was all the way down there in the back of the dorm. He might be sitting on the floor by the vent reading his Bible, bro. That's the type of dude that he was. So I told him, he's like, man, yeah, man, just leave it like that. I was like, all right, bro, but it's going to keep happening to you. I told him that. Boom, bro. I'm in the room chilling one day. Boom. Somebody knock on the door. I'm like, yo, what's up? I said, yo, what go on? Instantly, I heard Yush. I knew it was somebody. It had to be somebody from the island, somebody Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? It was one other Jamaican in the dorm at the time, and it was my guy from Panama, and that's who it was. And you see this dude, he black just like me, bro, tall and everything, bro. He speak fluent Spanish. He was from Panama. So I said, yo, well, go on. He come in and I say, yo, there, you know, so I say, yo, boom. I want to roll up a spliff. Man, I say, yeah, man, come on. He pulled out the bag. He always got a stash, man. Panama kept the stash, bro. He twist up. He went to blowing or whatever. But I could tell he was uneasy. I could tell it was something different about him. So I'm like, yo, what I going with it, bro? What I going? And I say, yo, my good, man. I say, yo, nah, man, something seemed off about it today. So, man, I say, and then I say, yo, you know, I said, somebody going in my box. He was saying somebody went in his box, bro, and stole all his hygiene, bro. He said 8 bars of soap, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some Suave deodorant and some lotion and stuff. I was like, what? I was like, ain't no way, bro. Listen, bro, if you know Panama, bro, and you was down there, bro, hey, man, hey, you real brave for going in that man's room, bro, and stealing his stuff. And to where Panama room was located in the dorm, bro, it was like smack in the middle at the bottom range, bro, like somewhat directly beside the TVs, bro, where you sit down and watch TVs. So if somebody going in his room, bro, somebody will see it, bro. It's one of them rooms that you can't really sneak and go into like that, bro. It's in the open. So I'm like, what? So he was like, yeah. I say, yo, you don't know me, you know me. I go do my investigation. And he said he finna do his investigation. So that's when I told him, I was like, look, man, I say, yo, you know, I said somebody thief something out the new youth down in a box. I told him somebody stole something out of the new guy box, Jay. And he was like, what, man? I said, yo, them touch him, them lick him 2 times. I said, yeah, they stole 2 times, bro. 2 times they stole something from him. So I said, yo, what kind of style? After like the man them have meeting about this. And yeah, I was like, yeah, I them think they are going. So I must say, yo, don't worry yourself, man. You know, so I go find out who. Yeah, and Panama talks. He straight patois too, man. Fluent Spanish, straight patois. So that's how me and him be vibing. So he said, bro, he definitely finna find out who it is, bro. And I was like, bro, hey, that's my dude, bro. We be out there playing football all day. And you know, we from the island, so it's one connection. It's like this, bro. And me and him was like this to the point, bro. If he go, I'ma go, bro. If I go, he gonna go. That's how it was, bro. That's how we was rocking. I've been in other dorms with him. He one of the first guys I met when I went to Smith that embraced to show love, like, here, show me the ropes of what's going on in the dorm. So I'm like, all right. Boom. So bro started doing investigation. I came out on the range. He went right downstairs, bro. He went to talking to people. I could see he went to talking because people respected Panama too, bro. Panama was well respected, bro. So he went talking around, talking to people. Next thing I know, bro got up on the table. He said, yo, I don't know what's going on in the dorm, but whoever stole my stuff out my room, man, just know I'm going to find you, man. It ain't going to be pretty for you. And everybody went to looking again. Everybody was like, what? Ain't no way. You could hear people like, man, ain't no way. Them folk tried Panama. You know what I'm saying? But bro was known for putting in work. Yeah, he was known for that. So they was like, man, no way. Nobody tried Panama. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, bro, it got to be somebody real stupid, bro. It can't be nobody that been around the chain gang, bro, and know different people and know what they're capable of doing. Because if you knew that, you wouldn't went in that man box and stole that stuff, bro. So that's when you had Detroit pull up like, yo, man, I don't know what's going on in this dome, but whoever steal it, man, just know you finna get it. You finna get it, bro. We gonna find you. I already told you we gonna find you, and you finna get it. So they made their little announcement or whatever, man. Everybody chilling or whatever. Next day, I'm telling Panama, I was like, look, bro, you check the poker game? He was like, nah, he ain't check the poker game. Now that's when the first thing, bro, when stealing go on, bro, you go check that poker game. You check the kitty man, bro. Whoever holding that kitty with all that food or that money for the payout, bro, check that kitty man, bro. Pull up on that kitty man. He pulled up on the kitty man like, hey, man, what going on? My 8 soaps and my stuff was missing. What came in through the poker game? The kitty man already know what time it is. He ain't trying to tell, but he got to tell. He got to tell, bro, what's going on. So he like, man, such and such brought in this, such and such brought in that. So Panama soaps was in the kitty, bro. It was in the kitty that weekend, bro. Somebody brought in 6 of the soaps and 2 of the deodorants. So Panama, he was on a trail. He like, boom, they told him who it was. Bro pulled up on me. He's like, yo, he about to work a move real quick. Watch the door for him, you feel me? So we go upstairs. Bro, he stopped in the room right in front of my room, bro, like right beside my room. So I'm like, The only person I know in there is one of the Lokes, dude from College Park. They call him College Park. One of the Lokes, and he always be gambling. He stay at the goddamn. So Panama was like, just watch the door. When he told me to watch the door, he went and opened the door. Cause Buddy was already in there. He looked and seen him. He was in the room by himself. He looked and seen him. When Panama was going there, I could see he pulled that thing out when he going in there. So I'm like, damn, I hope he didn't wet him up. I hope he just talked to him. Don't wet him up, bro. Cause you folks gonna see me on camera holding this door for you, man. I ain't trying to go down like that. But Panama, he wasn't the type to just pop like that. You know what I'm saying? You really had to really just trying for him to pop on you. I know him. He was going in there doing an investigation because Loke wasn't known as no thief. Loke be going to the store. Loke be having money. Loke be busting the poker game. Sometimes when the poker game be over, you be seeing Loke coming up there with that net bag like that, looking like that Santa Claus bag. Yeah, that's how Loke be. So people, I was looking like, nah, it can't be Loke. It can't be Loke. So they're like, bro, pull up in there, bro. I'm looking, I peek through the window. He got two like Loke. Then they in there like shaking, bro. Then they in there like shaking. They in there for like 5 minutes talking. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Panama came out. Boom. When he came out, I say, yo, Yoshi, I'm gonna talk to you real quick. Boom. So we go in my room. He's like, bro. I talked to the nigga. He was like, dude said it ain't him. Somebody brought it to him. Somebody brought the soaps to him and the rest of the hygiene and gave him a deal for some food. They went and traded it off. Mind you, they took L. Because, you know, when you trade in hygiene like that, man, you got to take a loss if you're getting food like that. Folks ain't really just buying hygiene like that because folks is having hygiene. So, man, I'm like, what? So I'm like, who? He's like, man, dude ain't want to tell him at first. You know what I'm saying? He said, literally, man, he tell him like, man, I should pour you out if you want to let me know what's up. You know what I'm saying? He said, Carly Pop was like, man, I ain't no rat, bro. I ain't no rat, bro. I ain't no snitch, bro. I ain't no snitch, bro. You know I'm Crip, bro. If this shit come out, whoop, 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 whoop. You know what I'm saying? He telling me this, boy. Panama telling me this. He telling me like, bro, this between me and you. You feel me? So I'm like, bro, anyways, that's good, bro. I don't really care. You feel me? I just want to know who it is. So he's like, man, he told me Fat Boy brought it to him. Fat Boy. Now the only fat boy I knew in the dorm was this fat Muslim dude, man. He was in the room with Jay. That was Jay's roommate, bro. Fat Boy was Jay's roommate, bro. So I was like, man, Fat Boy. I'm like, ain't no way that big old fat dude, man, slid in your room in the wide open dorm where everybody be in the middle of the floor. Ain't no way he sneaked in your room and came out with all that stuff, bro. Ain't nobody in see him. That's a big dude, man. He about 2 times my size, man. He wide. He wide. He was for making, bro. Fat Boy was some making. So I'm like, Fat Boy? Boy, you wouldn't get that from Fat Boy, bro. Boy, you don't know who is who in the chain gang, bro. That man was real quiet. You never hear his mouth, bro. He be at the table gambling. Mind, he Muslim. He ain't supposed to be doing no gambling or nothing. But they pretty much on some renegade stuff in this dorm, bro. He ain't supposed to be doing no gambling, but he sit down on that poker table every day. That's what he was known to do. So anyways, man, he's like, he finna pull up on Fat Boy or whatever, you feel me? So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, hold on, boom. I wait until Jay come in that day. I pull up on Jay. I like, man, yo, what's going on with your roommate? What's up with your roommate, bro? He's like, what you mean? I was like, something funny about your roommate. I was like, you ever figured out who's stealing your stuff? He's like, nah. I said, you investigated your roommate? He's like, yeah, bro. That's the first thing I did. I opened his box. You know, he always gambling, so he ain't really got too much. Sometimes he make a little food off the poker game or the skin table, you feel me? But he ain't got too much. And bro, like, he look in his box when his stuff come up missing, and he don't see nothing. So I tell him, I'm like, bro, I'm on the trail or something. And I'm telling him about Panama. And he was like, what? Ain't no way somebody tried the Hispanics like that. Mind you, yeah, Panama, he rock with the Hispanics too. You feel me? But me and bro like this, just on some island stuff. You know, he be listening to all the reggae music. They be in tune with a lot of Jamaican stuff. Like I said, he spoke patois fluent. Yeah, bro. So I'm telling Jay, he's like, nah, man, dang. So boom, while I'm telling him this, he go in the room. He said, let me show you. Bro ain't got nothing in his box. He ain't got nothing in his box, bro. So I said, man, so I looking around. I messed around and let me slide his mat up. Boom. I slide his mat up, bro. The man mat was heavy. Mind you, the regular chain gang mats, they probably be like this, bro. Man, this man Matt was fat. You know how you have dudes with a double Matt. I done had a double Matt before, you feel me? But his was extra fat. So I'm like, what the heck? You feel me? So I flipped it again. Now you can hear rattling inside the inside the Matt, bro. I'm like, what? Ain't no way. It sounded like food in here. So I went to hitting it. So I'm like, oh snap. It's food in there. I'm like, ain't no way. So Jay went and hitting it. He was like, bro, that's definitely food, bro. You can hear the rappers rattling and shit. Bro, this man had his mat stuffed with food, bro. Mine just a big old fat dude, bro. He slept on the top bunk. I don't know how he getting up there sleeping on all that food, man. But it was like, yeah, that's him. Why would you be hiding food in your mat? Now this had to be your bunkmate stuff. You done clipped them. You feel me? And mind you, I felt like Jay was still getting clipped, but he just ain't want to say nothing to me about it because I had told him that last time. I was like, bro, listen, man, you got to do something about it, bro. As they're going to keep doing that. I feel like he was still getting clipped, but he didn't want to tell me. He didn't want to feel bad. But that's his business, bro. You feel me? So I come out the room. I pull up on Panama. I let Panama know what's going on. You feel me? Let him know what's going on. Boom. They come out. Boom. They call the emergency dawn meeting. Called emergency dawn meeting. The Muslims, they came in there. Everybody looking crazy, you feel me? Because they could tell that something going on. You could always sense when something is going on in the chain gang, bro. When there's some tension in the air, when it's some tough, funny movements, bro. When you see certain dudes start moving a certain way and certain people start talking to certain people, you know something finna go on. Something is in the air. Something is brewing. Yeah, bro. So boom, now we in the meeting or whatever, man. Panama came in the meeting or whatever, and they letting folks know what's going on. You feel me? Mind you, I ain't said nothing. Panama just told them what he pulled up on Loke. You know what I'm saying? And what was said. You know what I'm saying? He ain't call his name. He said he pulled up on somebody. You feel me? That bought the stuff from Buddy. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, who it is? You know what I'm saying? So he pointed at the Dom Amir, the Muslim dude in there at the time. He was like, man, it's one of your peoples. So Ak was like, oh, one of my peoples. Like, yeah, it's one of your peoples. You feel me? So they're like, who? They was like, Fat Boy, Mactown. Mactown? So everybody was like, Mactown? So here come Detroit. Detroit was like, man, oh, hell no, he got to go, bro. He got to go. We finna flip him. We finna flip him. Y'all already know what's up, bro. We had a meeting about this. Everybody was locked in about it. And y'all got him stealing in here. That's what Detroit's saying. He loud as ever, bro. I know folks outside the room heard. Because, you know, while you in there, I'm peeping the window. While I'm in there, bro, my back always against the wall, bro. Because I don't trust none of these people in here, bro. I ain't going to lie to you, bro. It's a dog-eat-dog world, bro. Folks be walking by. He talking loud. So I know people can hear what's going on in there. I know it. So he telling the Muslim dude like, hey, man, we finna flip him. We finna flip him. So the Muslim dude, he like, nah, man, ain't no flipping going on, bro. Ain't no flipping going on. We got to do our own investigation, too. If the brother wrong, we gonna find out. If the brother wrong, we finna go pull the brother in the room right now and talk to the brother, man. And if we find out everything legit, like how everything was said in here, bro, we gonna take care of it, bro. We gonna take care of it. So Detroit was like, hell nah, bro. Take care of what? The Dome gonna take care of him, because we already had agreement about that. The Dome gonna take care of him. In Detroit, bro, when he talking, bro, like I said, Detroit has size, man. Detroit has size. He big. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no big dude like that, but he was in shape. Size on him. He's like, man, what? What? I already told him. He be talking aggressive, bro. Body language and everything. So anyway, bro, they called the meeting off. Everybody come out. Everybody dispersed in different directions. Boom. First person I came out, I looked at, boom, it was Fat Boy. He's sitting at the table looking super guilty, boy. I'm talking about that man looked like he was just sitting down sweating. He knew something. He knew it, bro. He knew he had them being caught, bro. The look that he had on his face was that look that you know that when you been caught, when you in the wrong and you know you been caught, you be like, damn, them folks done caught up to me. Mind you, Detroit already done said it. People already done said it, man. You gonna get caught, bro. It always happen, bro. It always happen. So I see the Dome Amir when he come out, he's like, say, let me holler at you, let me holler at you. And he said it aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So Fat Boy, he went to looking around. The man got up real slow, bro. When he went right, walking across the op room. He went across the op room. Boom. I see Detroit. Detroit went around up some of the GDs. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, Detroit on the BS. You know what I'm saying? Detroit is on the BS, bro. He on the BS. Mind you, let these dudes take care of the problem. You feel me? Panama was on the BS too. Because Panama felt tried. You know what I'm saying? He like, bro, you tried me, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how he felt, because Panama is so cool, bro. And Panama is a kind dude, bro. If you hungry, ask Panama for anything, bro. Because Panama be having his stuff, bro. He'll give you, bro. That's the type of dude he was. So that's why he felt so bad that somebody would try him like that. So they boom now. Optum came out the room. When he came out the room, you see a whole bunch of Muslims went down to his room, bro. They went down to his room, bro. They went down to his room. I see one of the ox. Boom, they called Jay. Come in the room. So I'm like, damn, they called Jay in the room. So Detroit was like, hey, Jay, what going on? You know what I'm saying? Jay don't know what to say, bro. Jay scared. Jay like, man, listen, bro, I'm not trying to be in the middle of none of this. What y'all got going on? That's the look he had on his face. So Jay, we went, boom. Detroit went down there, bro. Detroit like, man, I'm trying to see what's going on. So when the Muslim dude like, nah, bro, we gonna deal with our brother, man. We gonna deal with our brother. Detroit was like, bro, we made these rules weeks ago, bro. That man done stole from the ghost face. You feel me? He stole from Panama, bro. And he goddamn stole from his roommate. When he said he stole from his roommate, I was like, damn, how you know that? Somebody done said that he stole from Jay. You feel me? So when they go in there, they in there for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm posted on the rail and stuff. Crossing the other side, I'm looking downstairs where their room at. Posted. I see them folks come out. Boom. They come out. They're like, boom, man. They called Detroit. They went to talk to Detroit or whatever. They down there politicking. You know what I'm saying? Because Detroit is pushing the issue. You feel me? What y'all gonna do about this? You feel me? What y'all gonna do about this? So Aqua was like, one of the Muslim dudes like, man, we ain't sliding our brother, man. We got our own way of taking care of our brother, bro. We ain't sliding our brother. If anything, we pay it back. We'll pay it back. So Detroit was like, man, fuck that money. He like, man, bump that money. I don't want that. We don't want that money. He gotta go. He gonna get flipped. So some of the Muslims dudes now, they aggressive now. They trying to buck. They were like, nah, man, hell nah, man. It seemed like you trying to slide the brother. So Detroit was like, yeah, that was finna go on. You know what I'm saying? By this time, bro, I look, bro, Detroit had the Thule in his hand, bro, like this. He had about 3-4 GDs around him. They like this. Everybody posted up. Mind you, these folks had a situation about like a month before, bro, the GDs and the Muslim. So it was already tension between them, bro. This just made it worse, bro. And I felt like this is why Detroit was pushing that issue, bro. Because he didn't get to get off the last time. You feel me? He didn't get to get off the last time, bro. So I'm there like, man, this probably finna be ugly, bro. Panama standing. Panama was like, man, listen, I ain't got to do nothing, man. Even though I want to pull up on bro, I ain't got to do nothing. You feel me? These folks, like, they finna take care of it, bro. Next thing you know, all these folks strapping up. They strapping up, bro. They like, what you gonna do, man? Detroit, like, what you gonna do? What y'all gonna do? He gotta go. So when the Muslim like, damn, the brother ain't going nowhere. The brother ain't going there. So Detroit like, what you want to do? Let go in the room. You know what I'm saying? So the Muslim like, what's up? Let go. Both of them got tools. They talking about going in the room, bro, to shoot it out with each other, bro, to pour it out with each other. I'm like, man, this finna get ugly real quick. So one of the Muslim dudes, he like, nah, man. I guess him and Detroit was cool too. They've been knowing each other for years. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, man, say Detroit, man. Let me holler at you, man. So Detroit was like, man, nah, I ain't with all that. So he's like, man, say Detroit, man. Let me holler at you, bro. This me, bro. This me, man. This me. You know what I'm saying? Bump all this stuff going on. This me and you, bro. Man, I've been knowing you for years, bro. Me and you done there in real time, bro. We don't be with that stupid stuff going on like that. So boom, they went one side, went to talking. Whatever. Boom. Bro came back over. He went to talking to the Dome Amir. You feel me? You can see the Dome Amir shaking his head like this. But Detroit standing over there. Detroit like, man, what y'all gonna do, man? What y'all gonna do? By this time, bro, it's a whole bunch of GDs that hit the floor. Bro. It's probably about 10 Muslims in there, bro. But majority of the Muslims was in there, bro. To be honest with you, I ain't talking down on them or talking bad about them. They wasn't war ready. Meaning some of them skinny and puny, some of them was gang members, bro. You feel me? That probably been poured out before and everything. You had a couple on them, but they wasn't ready to go at it with the GDs, bro. So I'm like, man, I hope these folks make the wise decision of putting this man on the door, bro. What are y'all waiting on? What y'all think about, bro? This is not, this is, you shouldn't be thinking about this, bro. Slide him, man. Hey, man, slide him. Whatever punish y'all gonna punish him later when he go to another dorm, man. Tell the Muslims over there to punish him. Slide him, bro, because we ain't trying to go on lockdown, bro. I'm like, I ain't trying to go on lockdown. I know Detroit, bro. Detroit just pacing back and forth, bro. At first, he had 1, 2. Now he got 2. You know what I'm saying? Man got his shorts pulled all the way up, bro. Boots laced up. I remember he had some Adidas tennis shoes, bro. I think, no, it was some D-Rose. He had some gray, black, and white D-Rose on, bro. He had them things laced up. I'm like, man, that man ready for action. He get to hitting his foot on the floor. See if he got grip on the shoes. I'm like, man, ain't no way finna go down like this, bro. You know what I'm saying? So somebody upstairs was like, man, say, Ox, man, y'all just slide that man. Just slide him, bro. Y'all already see what's finna go on. You know what I'm saying? They had to make a decision, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, y'all just slide him, bro. It's not gonna be pretty for y'all, bro. They had him down bad, bro, to the numbers that the GDs had, bro. You feel me? To the numbers that the Muslim had, bro. Mind you, this was a big old dorm issue, but I said this was stemmed over from the issue that they had from a month ago, bro. These folks felt like they wanted to pop on these folks for a long time, and this was the opportunity. That's why Detroit was pushing it like that. That's why Detroit was pushing it like that. If you ever been around Detroit, that's how he be, man. He sense any type of weakness or anything, like he be trying to play full court press, bro. That man be pressing stuff. Pressing them, bro. So I'm like, man, y'all just slide it, man. Detroit pacing. He's like, man, what y'all gonna do, man? What y'all gonna do? I'm for the pop. I'm for the pop. I see it on him. A lot of dudes say they for the pop, man. This man speaking, and he will do it. I done seen him done it already, bro. You feel me? So then I see them send 2 Muslims down there, bro. They get that, man. So I see Jay come out the room. Jay like, hey, man, get that food out of his box. Let me get that food out of his mat. Let me get that food out of his mat. So everybody like, I already knew. Fat boy had food in his mat. So when he came out, the Muslim was like, food in the mat? They went looking at the mat. So Jay was like, yeah, he came out. He went. So Detroit was like, yeah, see what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? That shit right there. That right there. That right there. So Jay was scooping everything up. I'm like, Jay look happy as hell. He done got his food back. He happy. He was scooping it up, man. Boom. And they slid him, bro. And I'm glad they slid him, bro. I'm glad they slid him, bro. Mind you, bro, they should have put him in. Hey, they should have put him in there, bro. He should have at least shot the one with somebody. That's how I felt, bro. He had to get some type of beating for that, bro. I don't know how they did him when he came out the hole or whatever, bro. That man was going on a rampage, bro. Big old fat dude, man. I don't know how he's sneaking in rooms like that, bro. And I could tell. I'm glad, bro. I'm glad they slid him, bro. Because this man Detroit wanted to pop so bad, bro. And when they slid him, I could see the look of disappointment on his face. He wanted to eat, bro. He wanted to eat. He was thirsty. That man was thirsty, bro. But I'm glad they made the decision to slit him, bro. I'm glad because in situations like that, bro, they might feel weak or whatever, but they got to do that sometimes, bro. When the odds is stacked against you, bro, ain't nothing, bro. You could be like, y'all got it. Be like, you win. You can't be stupid in there, bro. And you cannot put your brothers on the line if you rocking with a crew or you rocking with somebody. You cannot, because of your ignorance, you know what I'm saying, your emotions, you can't put the rest of the brothers on the line because you're making a decision like the Dom Amir was doing. You know what I'm saying? He wanted the buck. He wanted the buck so bad, bro. But you putting your brothers on the line because they're not ready. It ain't like you got numbers to match up with these folks. You and these folks got double your numbers, bro. You finna get poured out. All y'all finna get poured out, bro. These folks is thirsty. They over here shirt off everything, tool up everything, bro. That's ready. Boots laced up like crazy. They was well equipped. But I'm glad they made that decision, bro. And man, sometimes you gotta be like, you got it, man. Walk away. Sometimes you gotta walk away. Let somebody feel like they win, bro. You got it, bro. When the odds are stacked against you. Yeah, man. But that's the story, though, man. I appreciate y'all checking out the channel, man. It's a good look. The views going up, subs going up. Much respect to everybody, man.